offered him.
You do it?
No. He's offered to do me at his house.
I literally fire it into my own face. Oh yeah.
It's
so fun. I've done Val. I did Val at the house.
Also, Brazilian butt lift if you want. He's doing it.
I'm not doing Brazilian butt lift, but I am. I'm getting a dangerous procedure.
Are we recording, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Cheat Day Podcast. Today we're joined by fantastic comedian Mark Normand.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Mark.
Mehran joining us as always.
It sure is me, as always.
Mehran, what are we eating today? What are we serving Mark?
Really, you want it? It's called it's Casarecce.
Ooh.
With lamb ragu.
Oh.
It's I personally, it's my mic even happening. I feel like we do this every week.
Oh boy.
Right? We were in a good place, and then somebody played with the nipples of this thing.
It tweaked the nip.
I don't know why this always has to
Purple nurple.
All right. So
Are we happy?
yeah, we're approaching happy. But it still feels like a head cold.
Question.
Why? It was perfect a second ago. I swear to in the beginning when we first checked it, it was normal.
He's homophobic.
I gotta slip some fucking drugs into his food.
Yeah.
Since he got sober.
It's every week it's insane.
Get this guy a drink.
The issue I ran into is that we went louder right when we started recording than when we were checking it. So I had to readjust it.
We got John Vogel as our tech today.
Bogey.
And my God, not just a sound wizard, but also like a Fortnite player with the patience of a saint.
I get in school shooter
Of a
vibe.
saint. Yeah!
So do we want to keep any of this or restart?
Keep it.
No, I mean, we're going
mind.
to keep... I hope every episode starts with me bitching about the levels of these fucking mics, because it's always, like, it was so good.
Now, much like a Texas baby, you got to keep it.
Yeah. God bless you, Mark. See, that's the thing.
And there's the record. Abortion joke.
Abortion joke.
3 minutes in.
Thank God. Thank God for that.
slacking.
But that's the thing. We have Mark Normand with us, who is far and away one of the most sort of skilled, nimble joke writers and comedians to do our job.
Hey,
He just
wow.
is.
Hey, thanks. That's all I have.
He is. There's an acrobatics to it.
Wow.
There's dexterity. He's keen. You know what
I'll
I mean?
take it. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Don't you think?
Yeah, he's quick. He's quick.
Should see me in bed.
Wow. I would
right.
totally watch you do it.
Really? I'll send you a
Of
link.
course I would. That's so sweet.
Okay.
That's so sweet.
And you're from New Orleans, which is a foodie town.
You got that right. And my mom runs the Southern Beverage Food Museum. So I'm all
you kidding?
food. She's a foodie cunt. Put it right up my ass.
What? Your mom runs a food museum?
Yeah. And she's a hell of a cook. I've been eating gumbo, etouffee, shrimp creole, bisque, you name it.
You don't look like a person who overindulges in food at
Oh,
all.
I go hard. I eat ass.
Okay, wait a minute. So,
I eat a lot. I overeat.
'cause, eating ass is double dipping. So now, of course it is.
Oh, I'm going to let you handle the ass eating. That seems like your forte.
As if you've never eaten ass. Look at your face.
No.
Of
Come
course you
on.
have.
not.
Of course you have.
No.
Come
I got
on.
a Bible under the bed. Can't do that.
Is it ass eating or is it monkeypox? Now, here's the thing.
Could be both.
You know what I mean? Is it razor burn? Mm-hmm. Or,
Oh, you're critiquing my face. Thank you.
no, I don't think so. No, I'm not critiquing your face, you angel.
Flawless
You
face.
angel. No, I've told Ryan because we were just talking about this. There's a lot of chemistry that goes into this mug, and there's none in that one.
Which is shocking. 'Cause that's a tight face. You
And
got
we're-
tight skin.
But no, I mean I'm older than him I'm older than you by what? 2 years? 4 years? 4 years? 5 years?
I don't ask, man, Ron. I just assumed you were 29.
That's damn right, buddy.
he,
damn
he
right.
beats me if I don't say that.
Yeah, I can see that.
I have sharp reactions. But back to you. So you're saying you go hard in the paint with food.
Oh, yeah, overeating.
What is your waist size?
Oh, wait,
I'm
just to
going
be
right
clear
there.
here, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen it. At the Comedy Cellar, which is where we're recording,
Yeah.
they've been great sponsors of the show.
Yeah.
I've seen you eat other people's leftovers.
We've always seen that.
I'm obsessed with leftovers. There was no food in my house as a kid because my parents were workaholics. So if there's food around, I go nuts.
Okay, yeah, I want to know all about this shit. So were you kind of a latchkey kid?
Yeah, for sure.
They were out working.
Yep.
You were left to your own devices. They trusted that you wouldn't set the house on fire.
Oh, yeah, which I did once. But
Did you actually?
I set the house on fire once.
That's my boy.
But we put it out. Once my brother stabbed me in a fight. That got ugly. One time we got into a fist fight, and when we stopped, it was such a melee. The fridge was falling over, and the food went everywhere. It was wild.
And then you just ate it off the floor.
We ate it off the floor.
How old is the brother?
He's 2 years older.
2 years older.
Yeah,
does
so
he
we're
do?
just left together.
What does your family do?
Well, my mom runs a museum. My dad's in real estate. And he used to be an ambulance chaser when I was a kid. So that was weird. There's all these photos of a guy on a boat bleeding, because that's who he was representing.
Unreal.
Yeah, one call, that's all. Rick Norman.
But he was
So's my dad.
Dad's a lawyer.
Ah,
Ambulance chaser.
there you go.
Really?
Yeah, we're fast talking family.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Do you think that that kind of that's I hate to come in this way, but maybe a scuzziness. There's like a little bit of
Sure, a little
scuzziness,
slime
right?
on that.
Hustlers.
A little,
Yeah.
just
hustling.
hustler.
You got to
I'm
find the
into that.
cases. They don't come to you.
Exactly.
Sure enough. What? And do you think that had an impact on?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I remember I got in trouble a few times with the law, and my dad would go represent me, and he knew everybody. We'd go to the courthouse and like, "Hey, Ricky, yo ho, high five, one in the back, fist pound." He knew all the cops. It was exciting.
But you had to feed yourself.
Yes.
This is real quick. The waist size. I just want to know so I
32.
can suffer. 32.
You're 32. Come
inches.
on. You're tiny. Like you're.
I got a
I mean,
weird-
you're
32 is
tight.
a perfect.
I got
That's a
hips.
model waist.
I got a weird. I wear my pants low.
Birthing
I
hips.
think. Yeah, I got a thick
That's
hip.
a model's waist.
No, he's in great shape.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but I mean, like he looks like he's more
He's even
tighter,
narrower.
Yes.
Yeah, that he's even tighter. I agree.
What do you want me to say?
He's tight as hell. He does. But that doesn't.
I'm taut.
He's taut.
You got to stay taut.
Tight as a
because
drum.
Here's the thing: if you gain weight, it's hard to lose it. So I try to just not gain it.
You
That's
know
the
that's
key.
scientifically true. The fat
that
doesn't
right?
go away. The fat can shrink, but it doesn't go away.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Tell that to
once,
Ralphie May.
Once you get the fat, that's your
Ooh.
fat.
How about that? Wow.
Rest in peace.
You're a fat checker.
Did he die?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, whoops.
He did?
He did?
Ralphie, but how do you not know Ralphie May's
What
not
did,
alive?
what did he die of? What did he die? Was
Fat.
it- Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just being fat.
Jeez.
It's a thing, folks. COVID.
Was it COVID? Did he die
No,
during COVID?
he died pre-COVID.
Did he have fat
but-
COVID?
No.
Okay.
Just fat.
Fat.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not the healthiest thing in the world. My weight
Patrice, yeah.
has fluctuated probably like over the course of my life, 150 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I've been like on meth, emaciated.
Yeah. I'd like to
Absolutely
see that.
on meth, emaciated. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Like just Q-tip. Like like, a friend of mine was. He dated a girl who was like a shot girl, and shot girl from Florida, and brought her back to Massachusetts. And she brought back like illegal smuggled wildcats.
What's a wildcat?
Like a jaguar cheetah.
Oh, I thought it was a drug or something.
No, like a wild cat that
Wow.
they were too poor to feed. And so it was just spraying everywhere, but it was emaciated, and its
What?
eyes were bugging out
Are
of
you
its
friends
head.
with Joe Exotic?
Now he lives in Key West and throws weird comedy shows. If anybody wants to play Key West, let me know.
Oh, great. He's booking a comedy.
Right?
Of course he is. It's actually a club booker.
Key West
Yeah,
is
of
where
course
you
he
go
is.
to live
Doesn't
out
it sound like
your
it?
He feeds the
your
cats
criminal life.
comedians.
But that's what it was like. I had like these just giant eyes, very big head.
Yeah.
Like it lollipop.
Right.
shape, That
was you on meth.
was me on meth.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, he tells me all the time about his heyday in Miami.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah.
you must have cleaned up.
Colorful time. Oh, I did. I think you're absolutely right.
Oh man,
I did.
You
In
probably
my
the
youth.
patient zero for monkeypox right here.
Ah, it was a good time. But
Monkeypox gets him.
What is wrong with you people?
The
What is-
90s. Was that the 90s?
It was 2000. It was
Those-
the millennium itself.
It was
until 2002.
No one was filming everything.
Nope.
You could really get ratchet and get nasty. It was a better time.
I was bartending at this place called the
Oh.
Liquor Lounge.
Forget about it.
Yeah, we would outdrink every patron in the bar. If anybody had a shot, we had a shot.
Wow.
I think we literally had as many shots as the bar doled out.
I actually met a girl here the other night, and she kept every time she had a drink, she would mark her arm. And
Who?
A girl. I go, what are you doing? She goes, oh, I'm from Tampa, and sometimes I black out and forget how much I drank, so I have to mark it on my arm.
Holy hell.
I know. I was like, I love you.
The other side is dicks.
That's amazing.
It's a little offensive to the Holocaust people, by the way.
Because of the dicks that they painted on their Jewish
German
arms.
dicks.
But now,
All right. Took a turn.
brother, violence, mom, food museum and she ran a food museum when you were a kid?
No, that's new. That was like a retirement thing, but it's successful and fun, and it's her passion. Finally, she's a She's a come alive as a lady.
I love her so much.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, she was a teacher.
A teacher.
Yeah.
Teacher, lawyer, latchkey kid,
Yep.
feeding yourself. And
Yep.
this is true. Mark Norman does, in fact, have I was like, one of the first things I learned about you, like 8 or 9 years ago, was that you'd clear plates. If
I
somebody
love
left
it.
a plate
But
behind
not
you,
even not even like people he knows, just whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrons, whatever.
if you
Random
just saw
customers.
food, you would go and eat it.
I have to eat it.
I feel the same way, but I think as a fat person, I would be too ashamed to do that. Does that make any sense?
Sure.
But you know.
I can't let it go to waste, and I made a couple of smart moves where I learned how to get food off plates. I'd take a bar rag, put it in my pocket, and I'd go up to people and go, "You need me to clear some of this up?" And no one would ever question you. No one goes, "You work here?" So I got like a plate of wings or fries or half a steak. It worked every single time, 100%.
And you would do this like
At restaurants all over, like at comedy clubs, restaurants, bars.
Did this live in a stunting, funny place in your head or in a food acquisition place?
It was
in your
food.
head?
If I got the food, I lit up like a pinball. Whoa! I got 3 wings. It was exciting, and I do it with booze too, because booze was so expensive growing up. It was hard to come by. That I was drink the half a glass of wine, up cigarette butt, finish the Bud Light, get that gin and tonic. I mean, I was shitting blood my whole 20s.
So was Mehran. Different reason.
Different reason. Absolutely. No, mine was.
So, and you also have
trauma.
a podcast called We Might Be Drunk. So do you want to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I feel like you're sober now. You're sober.
He's not fucking sober.
No, you're
I just
not?
told you I was with a girl who was
He's
marking
just
drinks on her
slow.
arm.
Yeah.
Oh,
what do you,
point,
what do you think I
good
was
point.
doing?
If we all went quiet, we could hear his liver. Squeaking noises. Are you kidding?
The liver's
hide it.
very resilient.
I hide it. I just don't. I don't.
You hide it
advertise
well.
I don't
You're clean
advertise it.
shaven. You're
That's,
buttoned up.
that's what I'm saying, though. Like
Yeah.
he has
Won't.
no chemicals in his face.
You won't. You won't see me holding a drink. You won't.
Yeah. You do
Unreal.
hide well. You're very mysterious.
He's one of them. He's white.
Hey.
He's white.
So am I.
No.
Well, what do you mean?
New Orleans
white?
white is different than white.
Oh,
white.
okay.
Why didn't you become a lawyer?
It's a lot of work. The bar. It's the suit every day. We're basically lawyers, but we get to drink.
That's the same thing. There's a strong comparison between comedians and attorneys.
Completely.
Yeah.
Geraldo, Dimitri Martin,
Natterman.
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 How about that guy as your lawyer? Come on, sir. Your Honor. Why are you wearing a robe?
I don't feel good about this. Your chances don't look good.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't look good.
Well, you see.
now, okay, so you're just a scavenger,
Yeah.
right? But then why are you lean and healthy? Why are you? by all
My
accounts-
theory is I don't think he buys his own food. I think whatever
true.
he finds, and that's how he.
To this day, he's a successful comedian.
I
by
know he's
all
successful,
accounts.
but he still eats off other people's plates.
Yeah.
And I think
To
he just
this
doesn't
day.
like to pay for
Beaten in.
food.
It's in the wiring. My fridge is bone dry. There's nothing in there but an
I mean,
old
I'm that way
turnip.
with cocaine.
Oh, really? You don't buy it.
I buy it. Toward the end, I bought it. But in the beginning, for years, all
Yeah.
my 20s and 30s, I never bought it.
Well, here's the problem. People go grocery shopping, normal people. They fill their fridge up for the week or 2 weeks, whatever. If I do that, I'll eat it all that day. I'll just go shop and eat it. So it doesn't make sense.
Do you think you have like a bingy?
I got a binge problem, yeah, for sure.
There's you like walking down the street. I feel like we're going to point at people who we think have a binging problem. Do you point at Mark Norman?
No, never.
Never?
Never.
Well, much like your booze, I hide it.
That's heroic.
Oh, yeah.
That's heroic.
But when this food comes out, you're going to see me. I'm going to go all in, face down.
That's how I knew we were going to get you. I was
Yeah.
like, you can't refuse free
I
food.
can't.
You just
I
can't.
It was my aunt's funeral
and it's
today.
like
I skipped it.
bespoke. Right, that's absolutely wonderful.
But yeah, I'm excited.
This is weird to me. It's weird to me because again, fatty, weight fluctuating my entire life. Lean. Maybe I should just become a scavenger.
Yeah, it works.
It works.
Totally.
How about exercise? I want to know about
Yeah.
this. I want to know your life.
Well, I'm a little ashamed. I used to go to the gym twice a week pre-pandemic, but then my gym closed and it totally fucked up my whole routine. But now I do 80 push-ups every morning. I don't eat breakfast. I do 50 squats, and I do pull-ups on scaffolding like a psycho.
Dude!
Yeah.
It's got the old man workout.
I got
This
a
is
prison workout.
Unreal. And like the scaffolding in your neighborhood.
Yeah, or wherever I run the spots. I'm at New York Comedy Club. I'll hit it real quick, and then I'll go do my set.
How have I never seen him do this?
I hide
in all
it.
the years, because you're stealthy.
Yeah, but people make fun. People drive by and go, "Nice job, pussy," or whatever. It's very vulnerable. You're hanging there.
That is incredibly vulnerable. I
embarrassing.
would objectify you. Anytime I see someone exercising in public, I feel like that gives me like licensed to act as though I've bought a ticket.
Bring it on.
You ever get
I'll take it.
fans notice you doing
I
that?
have.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Because open micers love you, and they're running the same routes and the same.
Oh, dude.
Well, a lot of people love him. It's not just open micers.
No, but like they
just
they
big league him?
deify him.
Yeah.
I taught stand up at MIT like entirely.
Really?
I was gonna get like evicted. I had no money, and somebody offered me this job very early when I was doing stand up, and I was like, I can get evicted or I can say yes to this job. I like went and like bowed at the feet of everyone in Boston comedy. Was like, I want you to understand that I know the optics on this are fucked up, but I will get evicted. So I did this thing, and I ended up teaching it for 7 years. And every year they say Mark Normand. Every year they would say Mark Normand.
Get
I mean,
out
I
of
haven't
here.
done it in 8 years or
That long ago?
Yeah.
I am blown away.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't any recognition.
Well, I mean, but the jump he's taken in like the last year is
last year.
Yeah. So you did the Long Beach room, the beach house, and there was like, it was fine. It wasn't, and you were on a showcase, and then you went back this year and sold out 2. No problem.
Yeah, well,
no
thanks.
problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
I think the pandemic helped. Podcasts all went up. You know, you do a couple other things. Seinfeld shouted me out. Netflix.
I remember
whatever.
when Seinfeld shot.
Yeah. So I had a run of good shit.
What are the highlights? What are like the big booms for you? Like what were the
Okay.
ones where you were like, okay.
All right, so doing the Tonight Show a bunch. Seinfeld saw it. He said, "Who's this guy?" I bump into him at Gotham. We hang out for like 2 hours, shoot the shit. He gives me his number. Then
That's insane.
that's insane.
Yeah,
I grew
insane.
up watching this guy with my parents, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing they cared about. You know, I'm like, hey, I'm in at the Cellar. I'm doing Conan. They're like, who? What? But then he goes Seinfeld. They go, oh, we know about him. So that was nice. That
Culture reached them. That's real.
Then I
That's just
started
real.
opening for him. Then I did Rogan. Then I put out a special on YouTube, which was when that was still kind of weird and new, and that popped. And it was pandemic, so people needed content. It was free. It was on YouTube. Who's this guy? And then those 3 things really lifted me, I think.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Bert. Yeah. You were on,
Kreischer.
you were on tour with him.
Yeah, tour with Bert. Yeah. So I did a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, well, there's also like every once in a while, I'll see on YouTube people will make like compilations of you on different podcasts
Yeah,
for like
that's true.
20, 30, 40 minutes.
And I ripped that and put it on my YouTube.
Nice. Absolutely. No. They do that now. Like I've seen
yeah.
like total like YouTube people who are like, someone should make a sizzle reel of
Yeah.
like, just me saying this. And then someone will. Someone will absolutely oblige.
Yes, and the Instagram clips and all of those clips, the TikToks, it all helps.
It's heroic.
It's a nightmare, but it helps.
Well, you're still grinding. That's what I'm impressed by. You know, I mean, you have a level of success, but you're still out here every night doing the jokes, doing the clips, doing all this other
Now
stuff.
it's a different paranoia because when you're not making it, you're like, what am I going to do? How do I break? I can't figure it out. And then when you get somewhere, you're like, how do I keep it? How do I hold on to this? And then eventually you lose it. And you're like, how do I get it back? So I'm aware that it's
that's just normal in general. I think that's human in general. You know what I mean? Like for me, it might even just be as easy as like being likable to a group of people. Like it might be a social thing. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to give a fuck. It's okay. I'm just going to go in there, be myself. Not a big deal. And then everyone likes you, and then I feel like beholden to that.
Yes.
Right? As in now I have to keep everyone
Yeah,
liking me.
that's
I don't
hard.
just go back to not giving a fuck.
Right.
It's now
Which is what they like,
Yeah,
ironically.
you stay nice to everyone.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
It is. It's a mind fuck. But I got to start enjoy. We got to sit here and enjoy. We live in New York City. The sun is shining. You got a great skin. You're sober. You got a full head of hair, buttoned up. You're hiding your alcoholism. You know, it's great.
You have a podcast called We Might Be Drunk.
I'm not
that's
hiding it, though.
Sponsored by a booze company.
You got that right. And we're making our own whiskey.
Oh yeah, when's it coming
And
out?
you're making your own whiskey.
Called Bodega Cat. It comes out in 1 week online. It
That
tastes
is so
fantastic.
smart to call it.
Are you
Bodega
going to send a
Cat.
bottle here to the Cheat Day show?
We will bring a bottle, and the seller's going to sell it. The stand's going to sell
Are
it.
you shitting me?
Oh, yeah.
That's
everybody's on
great. You've
board.
got distribution and everything. That's
Hell
super
yeah.
smart.
DeRosa's selling sandwiches. These guys are selling whiskey.
What? Ron White, Kevin Hart, all these guys are doing booze now.
Yeah, I
So-
mean it's happy returns.
Exactly.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can make swell.
Well, I mean,
put a
food-
fucking
food's
pretty-
hard.
Do you know about the Chivas Regal effect?
No.
It is a phenomenon in marketing where you are selling a known subpar product in very fancy sort of packaging. And Chivas Regal comes in this like gilded chrome ornate, filigreed, Shivas regal. And my father, who was like just was Iranian trash, thank God he's dead. But he would look at it and be like, Shivas regal.
Right.
And whatever, it was like $60-$70 for swill. Like
Whoa.
absolute swill brown liquor. So it's called the Shivas Regal.
Sounds like I'm that, but a person.
Just
button it up, clean it up.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what's inside.
You don't even need the chrome box anymore. Now it's like, that it is Kevin Hart approved. That it
Yes.
is, you know what I mean? That
Kardashian.
It's RuPaul has made you
Yes.
this, fizzy, truly knockoff.
Right. Well, we're doing that in politics now. It's like, get The Rock to run. You're like, the
Yeah.
guy has no fucking political experience. Shut up with The Rock.
Yeah.
We need it. Our country's in shambles. The flights are canceled. Monkeypox, the gas prices.
It's
Greta
true.
Thunberg. Come
What
on.
is he going to do?
Exactly.
What is The Rock going to
He
have?
looks
I
good on
know.
camera, and I think that's important.
But does he, though? He's kind of like a tree stump. You know what I mean? He is like a...
He's
do you
a
know what
big-
I mean? Like the mug isn't... Do you know what I mean?
You don't
He's
think he's a
not
handsome?
dashing.
Oh, really?
I mean, of course I want the way I want to die is under the rock. I hope you understand that. I want Dwayne Johnson to literally smother me.
Rock in a
And
hard
then-
place.
Yeah. Oh. Do you see? This is what I mean. What I want. This is when I think about people who love this craft.
Yeah.
I don't love this craft.
Really?
I enjoy this craft. Right? I play within this craft. I enjoy the medium of this craft.
Right.
I think you really and truly love the tools of this craft.
I really do.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But do you love the new stuff, the podcasting, the clips?
Ah.
No,
No.
I hate it, but I get it. But I think you just got to play ball. It's just how the world works. You got to, the guy with the horse and buggy's going, fuck these cars, get out of here. But you got to start making cars.
Real.
Yeah.
How many podcasts do you have? 2?
3.
3.
I have me and Sam,
Yes.
me and Joe List, and I have my own that I do alone, and that ain't easy.
Just by yourself.
Yeah, because the people
Like
keep
the Bill
saying,
Burrish.
yeah, they're like, fuck these guys, we like you. What about you? And I'm like, well, they're my friends. Like, I know, we don't want to hear about those queefs. So I do my own now, and it's not doing great, but it's a start.
But that's the whole thing. Everything's
Plug
a
it.
start.
Right.
Like, how long were
Go
you
all over the road.
all
Boom.
over the road?
Yeah.
Thank you.
How long were you you've been doing stand up for
16 years?
16 years, right?
The Epstein years.
The Epstein years. That's right. On the Lolita Express.
Yeah, 16 was primo.
What? You know what? This is fun. What's the grossest gig you've ever done?
Oh, jeez. God almighty.
What are you? Do you not know? Can you not trace it?
So many.
I know. Like, you just say yes to everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I hosted a lot of wacky burlesque for many years, and I've had like dicks on my shoulder mid-set.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, there's a really great picture of like a full-on dick and nuts. Like,
What?
like it's in the spotlight.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like it's so framed, and mammoth. Just
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
White, black?
I was going to say, it's nice that him and Will could work
It was
together.
like a mixed race. He was
Whoa.
like 6'5".
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah. And it was
Sounds like
white.
you already met The Rock.
The thong was white.
He's got to have a honker. He's half black, half Samoan. That's got to be a goddamn piano leg.
Piano leg. Piano leg. You know I love it.
DePaul
Oh, I know
had
you
a
do.
little joke
This
about,
is-
his wife pulled out a black dildo. He's like, I thought you pulled out a pepper shaker. Great joke. But yeah, I love the craft, and no one else, it feels like no one else appreciates it. All these guys are doing Netflix specials, and they're like, I threw this together, fuck you, where are you from, I'll talk slower, and you're like, come on, it's a special.
Oh no, I mean I'm seeing comedians now that they don't know about the microphone at all. Like they don't know.
They don't want to be comedians.
They don't know.
Right.
No one wants to go on the road.
Nobody.
No one.
don't
They
wanna do
don't
work.
want to be openers. They don't want to be middles. They just want to be a headliner in New York. They don't want to go on the road.
Right.
Yeah?
Must be nice.
That's what they want
Sure.
to be TikTok stars and
Yeah, they
But
want it easy.
There's some degree of success. Do I hear plates?
glasses.
boy.
Oh, glasses.
Oh, Chef Raph.
The fuck is going on? Glasses.
Hey,
Chef Raph. This is Chef Raph, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Chef.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, bud.
What's shaking? Nice to meet you. Excited for the grub.
I love it. I love being
Are you
touched by
guys
Raph.
watching The Bear?
I bared.
What do you think? It was pretty good.
It bummed me out. To me, It had a real Mr. Jones and Me energy that ran throughout the Mr. Jones. It just bummed me out, like from the beginning. Like because I could sing Mr. Jones and Me over any scene, and it felt seamless, and that's a problem.
A good
For
point.
me, that's a problem.
That's an interesting review.
Do you know what I mean? And also, like the sort of like Latinx, the prep cook. I'm not wearing that apron.
Yeah.
And it's like, I bet you.
Yeah. No, in a real kitchen? Oh, God.
I feel like eventually she's going to put on that apron.
Yeah, oh yeah. She'll crack.
And spirits are going to be lifted, and the team is going to come together. Like the perfect knowledge of that garbage, as it's like the Chekhov's gun of flaccid emotionality. I cannot participate in it without losing years of life.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But it's shot well. I'll say that the show it's beautifully shot, and they get some great foodie stuff.
So I mean, from my friends, the guy who started the podcast with me, Carl Ruiz, he always said you got to be insane to own a restaurant because your inventory is dying. It's literally dying from like it's easier to open a bar because that you can keep that stuff forever.
I thought about that.
And bars where a lot of restaurants make their money.
Oh, it's the only place to make money.
Yeah.
That's why they sell food, so you'll drink more.
Is that right?
If you don't eat, you're gonna have 3 drinks.
Just
if you
make
eat something, you're gonna have 7.
Just get a cool
That's what
bar.
DeRosa did. He's got a bar that sells sandwiches.
Yeah, you're right. And he's doing pretty good, I think.
Is he?
Better than comedy. I love Joe.
You wonderful man. You
DeRosa's
wonderful
Joey
man.
Roses will not stand for that.
I mean, if you think I wouldn't sell out for something, do you know what I mean?
Sure.
No.
But isn't it nice? You talk about crab. Isn't it nice when you go to a restaurant and there's that queef in the back with the bag of jizz and he's putting it on that fish and he cares about it and there's a dollop of green, period blood or whatever it is.
Sure.
It's exciting.
Yeah, like sturgeon.
Yeah.
Endometrial wall.
Yeah, there's that foam on there, whatever that is.
Yes.
They care. It's nice when they care.
Absolutely.
It's the same with a movie or a comic.
Yeah.
Then Mark comes around with his little rag and is like, "Are you done with that?"
You got that right.
Do we eat the fetus of anything?
Oh.
Don't we eat duck fetus? We eat duck fetus.
Okay. Eggs.
Of course, yeah, eggs.
Caviar.
And here we are. I hope every Republican in America is ovo-free. I'm on record. I hope they're eggless.
Right.
Eggless.
That makes sense. They can't have it scrambled, that's for sure.
Yeah.
See, we thought food wouldn't be political. We thought this would be easy. Just no food.
Everything's political.
Everything is political.
I'm so sick of politics.
It's a horrible thing. So, now that you have a bigger lens on you, do you feel compelled that you have to speak on shit? Like, do people nag you in your...
I try to just stay with the silliness of it, like Biden's old, Trump's, the hair, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jewish space laser. I try to keep it the surface level goofy shit.
Okay.
Because I don't go into like policy and we got to change this and prop whatever.
Right.
That's too much.
No, he knows what he's doing.
I don't think people want to hear that either.
Yeah, no, that I think that is love of the craft of comedy. I think that there's the commitment to not taking it to a place that feels like really and truly angry. He keeps it within the frame of the joke.
And politics is just so talked about now that maybe go the other way, and that keeps you a little fresh.
And also your audience needs to have knowledge about what you're talking about. And a lot of them, they don't.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're just going to lose them.
Like, I've gotten shit for being, like, stereotype jokes, and I'm like, well, I only do it because we all know them. I need the whole room to get it,
But that's the thing. I think no matter what you do, there's, like, the sort of the Twitter sphere, the tweetosphere, is one where there is nothing left that is inscrutable.
Of course.
Right? Like, every angle has some way into it that can be... sort of put on the pillory.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't, please.
Well, all right. So when you enter into a comedy club, there's some sort of subconscious agreement you're making that everything in here is a joke. Yes, supposedly. But then when you put it on Twitter, you're giving it to someone that did not make that agreement.
Oh, that's real.
And then they see this and they're like, oh, what is this?
It's written. When it's written, it's like in stone.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's almost
That's a
like
good point.
more of a fact.
Written is more of a problem.
Whereas
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
say inflection and sarcasm. And
I
all that.
remember on look right here. It's time-stamped on May 11th of
Exactly.
2017.
They used to say that about Big J. You could read his act on paper and you'd be like, this is X-rated. But then you watch him perform it, you're like, he's not that dirty.
That's
like,
true.
He was so likable and engaging with the audience that you never felt like anything he was doing was over the line.
Yeah, so true. I mean, there's so many comics that have attitude. Cat Williams can say something, you're like, that was funny. But if he says it, you'd kill yourself.
Well, he also gets arrested for it. Which
That's true.
without a microphone, it's just
Right.
so. I don't know. This is
Well, all right. So you got things going on in your life.
Yeah, I'm busy. But
Yeah,
busy's good.
What's your relationship status?
Well, luckily, she's one of these gals who likes a driven douche. You know,
Sure,
she's
sure.
turned on by that, which is great for me because I don't have to see anybody. You know, I think doing the road is a relationship saver because you see each other twice a week, and it's always exciting, it's always fresh, it's always new. There's none of that like, didn't we talk about this already? You told that story last night. I want to.
Oh, right,
you.
the doldrum.
Yeah,
there's
the doldrum.
There isn't a friend of mine. This
word.
was a crazy thing that she said to me was that a couple is as likely to succeed or make it as they have rooms in the home to hide from one another. That like you absolutely need, and which in New York is next to impossible because
my
if you
God.
like a 3-bedroom. Like, how's your $2 million?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Not everybody has $2 million that like they can throw at a 3-bedroom.
We
so
lived
they can
in a
hide.
studio during the pandemic.
Fuck.
I'm talking 9 to 5 day job with her on a laptop going, yeah, I get it. Talking to her boss. I'm doing squats behind her like a psycho. Tiny 400 square foot apartment, and we made it work. And that's how I knew, like, all right, we can make it.
And then you relocated together, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
So how long has this charade been going on?
I'd say 5-6 years.
5-6 years.
She's got to cash in before she can leave.
Oh, yeah. I got
yeah.
a prenup.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you actually?
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Wait, is there
So
a wedding
do-
imminent?
Oh, we're getting married.
that's why I said, "What's your?" I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to say
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I was
sorry.
like, "What's
That's-
your relationship
it's out
status?"
there.
Well, she lets me do comedy. Oh, sweet, romantic.
You're engaged.
Yeah, can you believe it?
That's really no. That's lovely. Of course, I can believe it.
I had a hell of a run.
Yeah, I get it. I didn't.
Ah,
Do you know what I mean?
Miami, my
for
ass.
me, a lot of it. That's literally.
Yeah.
That's how I remember it. Miami, my ass.
Sounds like a musical. Miami, my
Miami, my
ass.
ass. Oh wait, yes.
Oh my god!
Are you fucking kidding?
I should say
Pasta
vegan.
recce with lamb ragu and can you smell that?
Definitely vegan.
All right.
That wasn't in reference to the food. That was in reference to something I did. Are you insane?
That looks incredible.
Are you insane?
Try to be. Wow.
This is something,
You're
huh?
insane.
It looks great. It smells
Come
great.
on.
That is a custom meal for you, sir.
Daddy-o.
Don't stand on ceremony. Jump in.
Wait a minute. Okay, so but while before Raph gets here, let's just hear a little bit because I know that Ryan talks to you and tries to find out what it is that you want to eat. That's your
Yeah.
naughty food. What is your cheat day food? What did you want?
Well, I said I wanted lamb because I
Yeah.
knew you were a pro.
Yeah.
And I figured that you don't really get a lot of lamb in your diet.
Sure enough.
So, and I can't afford it really. Or it's a little pricey, I should say.
You just don't want to pay for
I don't wanna
things.
pay for lamb.
You know damn well you can afford things.
That's true. But hey, free lamb.
Oh,
Come
how
on.
lovely.
And a glass of white wine, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
baby.
It's all right, hookers. Right? I had a diet sun kissed on the way.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I had my like third Trenta coffee. All right. So what the fuck did you
Go
make,
ahead,
Raph?
Raph. Yeah, tell us what this is, man.
So I have my business partner and chef partner and also life partner, Owen Lakwala. It's right here.
Come on.
I'm going to let him take the reins.
And you can take that mic out and actually hold it if you
Take
want.
that mic out.
Yeah.
Just hold it to your
Gentlemen,
face.
welcome to my show now.
Yeah.
Hey now.
We got the Casarecce,
Yeah.
house made it means in
Casa.
Italian. It was handmade for a long time and then we do extruded, but
God
for
damn.
you guys, I use my hands.
Wow, thank you.
We got the lamb inside. We have a fennel, pepper, leek sofrito
Oh,
rather
fuck
than
off.
just a regular sofrito. Chives, parsley, breadcrumbs.
What the fuck?
And then, just to make you guys even fatter than you are, just a little Iberico,
Wow.
Iberico
You
lardo.
say this is like a 2% body fat.
Ah,
fucking
Yeah,
monster.
I know.
How dare
Yeah.
you?
Hey, man,
Oh
it's
my
an
God.
optical illusion. I'm just a fat guy in a fun house.
Nah.
You identify as fat.
Chefs don't eat their own food. It's crazy.
What's crunching in my mouth?
A little breadcrumb.
Yeah. Yeah. Breadcrumbs.
I mean, don't
Fucking
ask, don't
breadcrumbs.
tell.
Why?
Well, here's to you guys. Just do a quick.
No, yeah.
Mazel tov.
Raise a glass.
Yeah, no, we unfortunately got back from Vegas this morning. We also have to work tonight. So
Oh, man.
don't want to just
Don't worry
drink
about
until 5 a.m.
Yeah,
Orange in.
Yeah, can't do it.
What the fuck?
But yeah, thank you either way.
Oh, there's a
It's
little heat.
Yeah, thank
always
you.
a pleasure to be on this podcast.
What was
Wow,
Vegas?
you killed
What
it
happened in
today.
Vegas?
Really, really great job.
A little business, a little pleasure, and that's what the story that we're going to stick to.
wait.
You know?
Yeah, it stays there. That's what I hear.
But there's heat in this. Am I crazy?
Yeah, it's a little bit of chili flake that
Dad.
is kind of scattered all around.
Dad.
But yeah, Vegas, oddly enough,
It's so
is
good you're having flashbacks.
very quality city, which I did not, I just did not expect that. We had really good meals. We were treated very nicely. Obviously paid it forward.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Wow, that is really good.
Yeah.
I want this inside me.
thank you, sir.
I know that sounds like a random, like, gay, hacky thing to say, but I mean,
That's what eating is.
it really, I'm putting it in me. It is in me.
But I mean, what's even crazier is like, and this was a great dish for him to make because when we ask most comics what they want, they're like chicken fingers. Like it just, they
Dude,
never.
every fucking time it's fried chicken.
Really?
How many ways can I make fried chicken? Every
How many
single
black
time.
people you having on here?
Oh my God! This is wild, though. Why is she creamy? What's so unctuous about this?
We made a charred fennel puree, which
Yeah.
we put in,
Yeah.
folded that bitch in at the
Oh
very
my
end.
God.
And Mayron, it's always been my goal to be inside of you. I'm glad that we.
Dude, you
That we
don't
finally
even
got
have
there.
to ask. So,
And by the way, because I looked at his Instagram, so I got a better idea of how to present it to the comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Of like, instead of just saying what do you like, they can't answer. If you give them some options or some direction, they can kind of figure
Is
it
that
out.
true?
Yeah.
would you have had a hard time with that?
Yeah, because there's so many food options. It's hard to pull one out of thin air.
Now, if you found this, would it
Oh,
taste
my
better?
God,
if
yes.
you just discovered it.
Yeah, if
Do
you-
did you hear about this?
I gotta.
I'm saying he's known, right? Mark is known for clearing. He used to go to restaurants and stuff and pretend he was a busser and take people's half-finished food and
That's
eat
a
it.
baller move.
Isn't it a
thank
baller
you.
move?
That's a baller move.
There was no food in my house growing up. It's a whole mental thing.
So
Did you wear the uniform? Did you wear like a black shirt or just a regular t-shirt?
You don't even have to.
Yeah.
Maybe I would go up wearing this, and I go, "Can I clear this off your table?" And they go, "Sure."
You were wearing confidence.
you're
Yeah.
looking at him like that's gross and amazing. Is it a little? Is it gross in your eyes?
We've all been in these sticky situations, and you know, we've all fucked up. That's just a genius way to not have to pay for food.
But do you find found food taste better than
Yeah, for sure.
It's just called foraging in Brooklyn.
forage food?
Do you also filter the people that you take food from? If, like,
No.
say, for
Do you
example-
say- yeah,
Pretty-
do you
pretty
size them up?
inclusive.
Yeah, say for example, someone's just gross as fuck. Do you not want that food? Or
Wow.
Have you ever gotten sick?
Would you take Ralphie May's leftovers?
Well, there wouldn't be any.
Ah!
But yeah, I never really thought about that. No, maybe it's a hobo or something. I wouldn't take it. But anybody here?
That
Maybe
the
not
idea
you.
of him like tiptoeing up to a sleeping homeless and just taking his food is
You ever get sick?
wow.
No, I got an immune system like a motherfucker.
Well, you would have to.
Oh yeah, I built it up over the years. I've had AIDS twice.
So no. So we did a gig in Jersey together, like peak COVID, and we had to share a car. And I think you had just gotten over COVID or something like that. I do know the other comedians were not thrilled about being in the car with you.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Everything was so scary back
Right.
then, right?
Yeah.
How many times did you catch COVID?
I've had 3.
3. I'm 2. I'm wicked jealous. How'd you get the third? When'd you get the third?
Well, the new strain came out. I had it 2 weeks ago.
What?
You're on number 5. You're
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
5. Yeah.
You got the new drop.
Got the new drop. Yeah.
I like him. I like Owen.
Oh yeah, he's
I like
good.
Owen. You guys really have to put your mouth on it.
Okay.
Not the first time you
you
said
have
that
to
today.
Yeah, hot couple.
You guys
wanna
both
try
need
this?
to put your mouth on it.
Oh, you got some. All right.
So that's the thing about pasta and like homemade pasta. Like as soon as it's in your mouth, all of a sudden, way more sexual thoughts are coming to
My
the brain.
God.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually what Raph texted me. He's like, I'm making sexual pasta. And I was like, oh, that's
That's
good.
all that we do.
I saw it in the pan, and it looked sexy in the pan. Like just when the vegetables were breaking down in the oil, when they were
course,
just
yeah.
sort of like simmering. My
I mean,
God.
rather than go to therapy, this is what I do.
It's so
just
much
like-
better than therapy.
How long does it take to make something like this?
So like the dough takes about half an hour to make, and then you just let it rest. And then the like rolling out of the noodle, maybe another 30, 40 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
love in
we
it.
can,
There's like elbow grease and love. Do you know what I
Definitely.
mean?
Yeah, we can absolutely be honest here. We took a fucking red eye last night. We got home, 8:30. We both went home to shower.
Got home at 9:30. this
Yeah,
morning.
we both went home to shower, kind of blacked out. We were tired, and then we both woke up at like 11, called each other. Very familiar feeling to not be in a good spot with food, but we
Yeah.
made it. We made it again.
Hell yeah.
It's so weird. Do you know what I mean?
They-
Very
you know,
New York.
by the way, they don't tell me any of this. I just
Yeah.
go, hey, you going to be there on Wednesday? They're like, no problem.
Yeah,
and I'm
we
like,
do the
by the
pros.
way,
We
I'm
have
in
not-
Vegas.
We were in Los Angeles probably when
Yeah.
We were in Los Angeles when we talked to you probably last.
That is correct. We went there to cook for a very famous influencer. I mean, whatever. His name is David Dobrik. He's a very sweet man.
Oh,
actually.
he's big.
Yeah, we did not expect that.
I don't know. What does he do?
You've seen him.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts.
But
right?
is he funny?
So we had about a week and a half notice. We flew out the entire team. It was about 10 people, and then we ended up him and I fucking making fucking cavatelli in the Airbnb.
Wow.
The entire night, wanting to kill ourselves multiple times. But it went very well, which we don't usually say that. You know, we like to be hard on ourselves. Also hard on Mehran.
I got it. I love it.
But yeah, we had a good time.
Rough.
And every single person there was an absolute asshole except for David Dobrik. He was
Wow.
amazing. And that's it. Then we went to Vegas and wanted to do a lot of work. Ended up having a good time. So.
Yeah, you earned it.
Well,
We're here now.
plug your Instagram so they can see your work. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been to your
Yeah.
Instagram. It's amazing.
Yeah, so it's at Chef Raf NYC. And
How are we spelling Raf?
RAPH. The best way, obviously. And we also have, what is it? Something Good.
Somethinggood.nyc.
Yeah, so that is the hospitality group that we have started together.
So, like, Mark, let's say you got a date night. These guys can come over and cook for you and your fiance.
Okay.
Whoa,
So that's what it is.
brilliant.
It's,
But
it's
you would
like
have
a
to
private.
pay for it. So
Sure.
would you do that?
I would
for
eat off her plate.
So, Mark, you can follow them when they go to someone else's date night.
Ah, there you go.
You can clear the
You're on
plates.
Buster.
You need a
Oh,
buzzer.
shit, there we go.
I'm in.
And then also Owen has his own personal Instagram.
Yeah, at Owen L'Aquila. And
You have to spell that, hooker.
Laquila. Just translates
L'Aquila.
to the eagle.
The eagle, yeah. L'Aquila.
Rising from the shadow, ashes. Rising from the ashes,
shadowy
from the
ashes.
shadows. Yeah.
That's weird because your name in college was Spread Eagle.
It sure was. It sure was.
I've taken over the mantle.
Yeah, starfish.
Can we just take a moment to look at the fact that Mark ate 2 pounds of pasta in about a minute and a half?
Oh man, so good. I haven't eaten today.
What, I'm just gonna.
Don't put that near me.
Don't put that near
You know what
me.
I mean? I'm just saying. I wanted somewhere to put my elbow.
Yeah, man, it's a cheat day.
Whoa!
Yeah!
Wait a minute, you
2
sure?
plates of pasta. I
Are
got to
you
see
fucking
this.
serious?
Bust the table,
If
Mark,
you-
come on.
If you finish this plate, I don't know what I'll do. What should I do?
I mean,
buy 'em.
let's
I
bring
mean,
it
you
back
want to
to
blow
Spread
them.
Eagle.
Just,
No,
just do
that's-
it
I mean-
anyways.
I'm 46, dude. Do you know what I mean?
What's that mean?
Did you age out?
It means, like, it means like I want to play with it, but I like by the time like I can't promise to make everyone come.
No, you could get me.
Yeah, are you quick? I
Oh,
love it. You
so
can
quick.
get.
So quick.
All right, well then, great.
All right, it's a break.
It's a
date.
get out of come free card. You can, yeah.
I didn't do that in Monopoly.
Go
No,
straight
can I
to
just-
jail.
Like different bites are giving me different flavors. Just for shits and giggles, tell me what I'm eating.
That was we definitely like to play with like textures and flavors and making sure that not every bite is the same because if your palate gets bored then you don't want to eat that shit anymore. So
Oh, really?
we certainly take it very seriously, but cannot forget that it is dinner. So don't be a pretentious asshole and put nonsense in every plate.
Here, here.
So what am I eating?
So you have the fennel sofrito, which I like to do with pastas, especially if I'm on.
The fuck is
like-
sofrito?
So like you just slow cook, or you can quick cook it like vegetables, small diced, and then you cook it in oil, and then all the oil gets into the vegetable and preserves it. So it's really great to be able to do it in large batches if you're at home.
Yeah.
And then you can just easily have like a really nice pan sauce for anything that you make like right away. So
Uh-huh.
instead of doing a regular mirepoix, which is carrots, celery, and onion, we did leek, fennel, and pepper, which kind of just gives a little more floral like nature to
We
the
love
dish.
it.
Because the dish is so heavy with the lamb, the butter, the cream with the fennel puree, so it really just brightens it up. And then, like Raf said, with all the different textures, if everything is the same level of saltiness and sweetness across the board, you're just not even going to taste salty or sweet. It's just going to be plain. It's kind of like if you like mix all the colors of the crayons together, you're just going to get brown. But if you
Right.
like mix and match as you do, then you get like an actual spectrum.
It is amazing.
Yeah,
It feels like
and-
I'm rich.
and I mean, it
there's
wouldn't
layers
be,
to the food. If there's layers to the food, like
like
it's
I'm
like,
rich.
why is there
Then
layers?
you're on a journey, man.
Yeah, and then it would not be a cheat day meal without fucking you with an ingredient that is going to ruin your day.
Yeah.
We put in just straight up pork fat. It's called lardo. It's cured in beautiful herbs. Just put in
It
as
feels
much
a
as
little
possible.
mean to call it
Yeah.
lardo.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be able to function after 2 bowls of that, but
Oh boy.
I don't know, man.
Well, I'm Muslim, so
I'd like-
it's a real problem.
Very, very
I thought you were
Muslim.
Kevin Hart, man.
Dave Chappelle's Muslim.
These guys are fans.
Wow, no,
Absolutely.
I've been Kevin Hart, of course.
You sure you don't want some of this? I saw you looking for.
We were devouring.
Okay.
I
They
just
made
really
it.
wanted to take some off Mehran's plate. That was it.
You want some?
Just off
Come
the
here.
plate.
You
Yeah.
You beautiful.
Now we're all
Close
eating
up,
after people.
Pose.
Mehran, you want to feed Mark? I feel like that's something
Why?
he'd like.
Yeah, I'll feed
Yo,
Mark. I'll feed everybody.
Fucking good.
It is really good.
Wait, I want to see. How do you like your bites, Mark?
Are
you a big bite man?
A zucchini piece in there or squash, whatever.
Yeah. Here it is. Yay! This honestly, like, why isn't every day like this? Why aren't just people hanging out around feeding each other like delicious bites, eating, listening to people who love food, make food that they, you know what I mean?
And
I believe that was the documentary Eyes Wide Shut.
Sure, yes, that's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Why aren't I wearing a cloak and getting rammed on an altar every day? Every day. Why isn't Nicole Kidman
It's your own fault. You said you were hungry. Now you
looking on?
We
Yeah.
cater for the Illuminati.
Have you ever
are-
done anything like that? Just
I mean,
curious.
we're actually getting kind of close now. That's always been the goal, and we cooked for famous influencers. Listen, if you're in the Illuminati, we gave you our Instagram tag. Feel free to reach out.
Yeah. Do it.
Equal opportunity chefs. So
If you catered a sex party, would you jump in?
100%. No, absolutely not. Are you kidding me right now? Definitely jumped the gun on that answer, Mom.
What kind of food?
We're just gonna play.
What would the menu be though at a
Yeah.
sex party?
Oh, I hate. Let me tell you something. I've seen swingers documentaries, and when they start talking about food, I want to kill myself. When they're like, "Yeah, there's like wings and molten chocolate cake,"
Did
it's
you-
like, what the fuck are you
Plato's
doing?
Retreat.
Just fuck. Who does that?
Plato's Retreat.
They had food.
So they because they're all old now. They interviewed some old Jewish guy, and he was like, I don't know. They did crazy stuff, but the buffet was so good. You couldn't beat it.
Was eating like
gonna be me.
like fucking tuna fish sandwiches and shit like that.
Boot.
Strip clubs had buffets too.
Oh, dude.
Naked City,
Chicken
yeah.
wings at a
Naked City in
strip
Queens had
club?
a buffet.
Strip club, fine.
buffet?
Like a fuck
A buffet.
fest?
Yeah.
I mean, lemon pepper hot wings at a strip club.
Seafood buffet.
Oh my god, seafood at a strip club.
Right?
Well, they do that. Like, is Robert's Steakhouse still open?
I'm not
That's
sure.
the steakhouse. I think it was on top of Penthouse Executive Club, and they did that so that the people that spent money there, they could just get the Robert's Steakhouse receipt,
Yeah, no, there's.
and then you
there's
can put it on your
No.
corporate. Yeah, put it on your corporate
There's a
card.
place in Jersey that.
You spent $5,000 at Robert's Steakhouse. Yes, I did. I was
smart.
entertaining clients.
I can't
That's
with this
so smart.
world's loopholes. It's great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
My dildo company's called Yankee Candle.
He's so good at it. Isn't he so good at
This
it?
is good. You guys are good. This is
Ah.
amazing.
Thank you.
This is unreal.
Only podcast that feeds you.
Right?
You got that right.
Nice.
Was that an actual
Trademark.
burpish?
Oh, yeah.
Was that actual?
That's the worst footage. I think you're getting my shoulder half the time.
Please, no, he's so telegenic. That's the worst thing about him. He looks very good on camera. It's frustrating to me.
Oh, Ryan?
You?
Oh.
No, God, not
We
mine.
have more than one camera. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say. This guy's shooting the Zapruder film over
Got
here.
the meat grease
We
glaze.
have a camera in the pasta.
No.
This is actually a surprise colonoscopy.
Oh, man.
Casarecce. Homemade.
Yeah, homemade. Yeah.
Casarecce.
Well,
I keep saying
If you got this at a
Casarecce, it's
restaurant, what
Casarecce.
would it cost? Do you know? Do you guys put price on food?
Man, probably 35 to 42.
Whoa.
A plate like this. Do you know what I?
You get the bill on the way out, buddy.
When you spend
Oh,
$35 and you get like a sort of like semi-dry piece of fish with some wilted greens, it's like, you know what? If I spent $35 and I left there with like a million flavors in my mouth and lamb and fat and fucking carbs, I feel great.
Oh, I would hire these guys in a second.
In a
That would-
heartbeat.
if you wanted to impress someone, that would be amazing.
In a
Like
heartbeat.
if you had a girl or a guy, Mehran, and you want to impress them.
You know I'm bi.
I mean, girls
Just
are a
kidding.
liberal.
I'm not. Are you kidding me? No.
Oh, girls love a private chef.
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I will
Love
throw a
being
towel
attracted.
at a vagina. I will.
Love being I mean, we actually both got into it to meet women, and then we just unfortunately fell in love with
Then
each
you're just
other.
surrounded
Oh.
by men.
Also,
Yeah.
With each other? Come on.
I'm not embarrassed. Yeah.
Here,
You
here.
really have to. I'm not
so
kidding.
sorry. Please.
There it is.
Please don't punish me.
Yeah, no, I'm just. There you go. There you go. I'm not that. I swear, it looks like innuendo, and I understand that this hand has held a lot of microphones, so to speak. But like, I am just trying to direct the sound.
Thank you.
Really.
You have to direct the sound right in. You go right in there. That's.
Yep.
It's the only part of our job that's technical. Literally the only part.
Yelling at people to put
Yeah.
things in their mouth.
Yeah.
Mark, do you go out to eat in the city or no?
Oh, yeah. A lot, actually.
Really?
I got the lady, you know. I got to take her
Okay.
winer and diner
Are you on
Where do you
tour
like?
now?
every weekend.
Yeah.
On the road.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does that do to like your eating habits, your sleep habits? Like,
Horrible.
Yeah.
I sleep horrible. I'm on sleeping pills, and I eat Panda Express too much. And I
Really?
try to eat somewhat healthy, but it's hard. It's just Panera Bread is the healthy option.
No, it's true. Like my partner just he had to
Yeah.
do.
Fun.
He had a
That's true.
contract in
So good,
Nebraska,
dude.
and the only thing the only restaurant where he was a Domino's. Like it was the only restaurant.
Ugh.
That's all he could eat. You know.
I mean, we both eat horrible food.
Really?
Fast food. First meal is at like 10 p.m. Third meal is at 4 a.m.
Whoa.
It's brutal.
What is your go-to fast food? Favorite?
I mean, outside of like
Dude.
bodegas. Like,
Yeah, I'm
just
talking-
ripping bodegas.
I feel
Taco
like,
Bell, KFC, McDonald's, Wendy's, Arby's, you know,
I just feel like the West Coast for fast food is so much better.
So much better.
In-N-Out.
Yeah, man, you got In-N-Out. You got like Raising
Dave's
Cane's.
Hot Chicken, shout out.
Yeah, dude, we actually went there. We are still recovering with our
With your what?
with the downstairs of our
The
bodies.
beehole.
All right.
You know, In-N-Out's a Christian-owned.
No,
Is that
it
right?
isn't.
Look on the bottom of the
No,
cup. There's
it's
Bible
Chick-fil-A.
verses on the bottom of the cup. Yeah, Chick-fil-A also.
Balls. I know Whataburgers in Texas is another one, but they're fucking.
The
they're,
donut game in Los Angeles.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Oh my
But I mean, like, I don't boutique donut.
Who's
me.
eating
Just
it?
give me a
No,
goddamn
like,
donut.
Like that's the cool thing about Los Angeles. It's very Americana, and
Mm-hmm.
like they're very forward. They're very forward with like how. I don't want to say basic, but like just straightforward American donut, straight up glazed. That's all you.
I
can
respect
get.
that.
In and out, like
I went to some bullshit. Like
Coffee,
I was
done.
stuck when I did Union Hall, and I like went like in and around like Nevin Street, like
Yep.
around there in Brooklyn. And there was some like frou faggoty Brooklyn donuttery that
I
like
mean, we love those places.
I was so bummed out. It was just like, just give me a good glaze.
Yeah,
Love glaze.
that place on what is it, 14th and 6th?
Donut Pub?
Yeah,
Donut-
that place is
donut-
fucking
donut pub.
awesome.
Oh,
dude.
wait.
The Donut Project as well.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That place is great.
But like that place, you go to Copelia, you fuck up majorly, and,
Yeah.
and then right after, you're like, oh, I can't eat anything. Let's get 2 donuts.
Yeah. It's a counter, old
Yeah.
school. It's very 50s.
Right. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. Good times.
What's a like? Would you get a normal or would you get a frou? Be honest.
I'm just gonna eat 2 glazed donuts in about 45 seconds.
That's my boy.
And then cry myself to sleep, and
best
then,
feeling.
and then continue to cook throughout the night with this fucking asshole.
You two
Yeah.
are so in love right
Where-
now.
where
Do
you
you take
cooking?
ecstasy?
Nah, man, chill out. So we have our kitchen in Soho. We were just there. It's 30 Van Dam Street. It's actually great that you just asked. We are starting to sell late night food because
All
late night
right.
food in New York is fucking horrible.
It is.
Yeah.
Can't
So-
find it anymore.
dude. You
can't find it anymore.
You can't. So we're just trying to feed the friends, also make some money. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're gonna be open from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
No way.
We are gonna give you a blood alcohol level and drug test before you order it. Cannot order it if you're sober. Absolutely not. But yeah, so we're just trying to fix the horrible problem that people like us at this table can't get food late
Give
at
the
night.
name and the address again.
So, again, it's probably going to be named something good. That's the name of our hospitality group. We're still kind of working on it, even though we're opening like this week. I mean, you know, we are chefs. We're not a fucking PR company. So it's 30 Van Dam Street. We're going to be open on a bunch of platforms. Best way to find us is at Chef Raph NYC on the Instagram, somethinggood.nyc, right? On the Instagram as well. And yeah, man, we're going to be slaying some really dope late night food.
Marky
right.
Mark, what are you doing?
What?
Like, what's the next thing that people, can
Oh,
sniff around you?
that's a good question. Just building material, working on a new hour. Might have a taping early next year. Can't divulge.
What do you want?
Huh?
What do you want?
Out of life?
The business comes to you and says whatever you want. They're going to open the treasure chest. They're going to
Oh.
the candy store's open.
Paint
What do you
for
want?
nothing, yeah.
Sitcom.
That's a
movie.
good question.
What do you want?
It feels like sitcoms are dying. TV's. I did Fallon last week, and it felt very archaic. I was like, "What are we doing here? This is so we could have shot this on an
Show
iPhone."
within a show.
Yeah, it was no good. So hold on.
Are you kidding?
I think.
Are you kidding?
That was not a joke.
No, that was real. I spat on you. And,
Oh, you're
not on
good.
purpose. Literally, yeah.
Mark just farted and Mehran got a hard on from it.
I just want to sell
Come
tickets.
on.
So, like, do you like sit in your hotel room alone to write most of
Farting?
your comedy, or like with this podcast stuff? Like, we love like consuming all you guys' content and stuff.
Oh,
and,
hey,
and
thanks.
like from the podcast standpoint, it's like so. I really love the off the top of the head kind of content
Yes.
from comedians where they're more relaxed and more with their friends, and like they have that like down the rabbit hole stuff where things are hitting, things are not hitting, and then they bring it back. It's like it's fun to be like a part of. Do you like take like content from that a lot, or is it specifically just by yourself?
That's a good question. I mean, I do so many podcasts that it kills your writing time.
Right.
We used to just have to do writing. That was all we had to do. And now I have so many pods, and sometimes you say something funny, and you're like, I'll write that down.
That's really good, yeah.
And bring it back to the set.
But I feel like it's almost like set in stone already because you've put it out into the world.
Nah.
So it's
No.
It's
That's
open.
gone.
Open season.
I got a
That's
follow-up
not-
question.
People used to feel that way. Just like it was
Like,
burning
I did
material.
that,
You
yeah,
call it
burning.
burning
Yeah.
material,
Yeah.
and
You can't.
that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah,
No.
bring it
Really?
back.
Yeah.
Just use that dead body again.
Yeah.
Do you think doing this amount of podcasts is hurting your comedy, not just with the writing, but if you look at, there are some comedians that do too many podcasts
course.
and then they get on stage and you're like, this guy's just rattling and filling time. He's not-
Yeah. And they have fans there, and they can just talk, and the fans like it.
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
don't need
yeah. Oh
punchlines.
God, a podcast. Yeah. I've been on those
The
shows.
fans
and
might even want that. They would
Yeah.
prefer it
the
to something
fans
that
true.
feels
want
like an
that, but
act.
like
Yeah.
but then when they get in an environment where they're doing a comedy show and
Yeah.
they're just so exposed to the podcast audiences, like they're throwing out their catchphrases and then they're just filling airtime and they're bombing because no one has any idea what they're doing.
You have to be able to make strangers laugh. That's part of this business. I don't care what anybody says.
Yes, 1,000%.
So, you can have your podcast people and do your catchphrases and all that shit, and they'll all cheer. But when you go to Cleveland, they don't know who the fuck you are. You gotta bring the heat.
Even
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're
yeah.
famous, and that's why Seinfeld goes to Gotham. That's not his audience, but he's
Right.
showing up. That's why
Exactly.
Gaffigan goes. That's why these guys show up to audiences that aren't theirs.
Yes, here.
Specifically the Cleveland Morning Show.
Yeah,
remember that clip.
that was the highlight of my life.
What happened then? Just shits and giggles. Give me the 10 seconds.
So I do these. You do the road,
Sure.
and before pandemic, you had to do Susie in the
Promo.
morning and late or morning coffee with Dickless bitch or whatever,
Dickless bitch.
or WMFE Cincinnati, whatever it is. Then you got to promote your show because you're not selling any tickets. And so it was like a slew of them one day in Cleveland. I had to do Good Morning Anal,
I love you so much.
Queef Coffee, whatever.
I love him so much.
So then by the 8th one, I'm hungover. I'm on 2 hours of sleep. I'm like, I've had enough, and I'm not playing ball anymore. I'm just myself. And it went really interesting and awkward, and it went viral. That one went viral. I've done all these Conans, Fallons, Colbert. Nobody cared. That went viral, and I sold out that weekend.
Neat.
That clip was amazing. And
Hey,
it's just
thanks.
the fact, like,
What happens?
Well, like,
Welcome back here to New Day Cleveland. We need comedian Mark Normand in our lives. So welcome here into the studio. It's good to have you here.
Hey, good to be here. It's a pleasure. I'm a little hungover, a little gay, but just glad to be here with you, sister.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I'm very happy to be here with you too.
All right.
I-
Sorry, just hiding my erection. But
No.
this is great.
I know you just left Slyman's.
Yeah, I had Slimans, so I'm really gonna be on the toilet later. But boy, best corned beef in the Midwest, if you ask me. Good grub there. Whew, still hurting.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Yeah, I've been farting it up in the green room, and I think I scared.
That's why the door was shut.
Yeah.
To our little smaller green room.
Exactly.
You were just trying to be polite.
We call it hot boxing. Really soaking it all in, because the smell of your own farts, for some reason, is enjoyable. If you farted, it'd be weird. But if I fart, I enjoy. I don't know why.
Is that a guy thing?
Maybe.
Because I feel like you would hear no woman would ever say something like that.
No,
No.
you guys are more of maybe a queefing.
Oh my gosh.
But
okay. Well,
is that clean? That's a
well,
technical
we're 10
term.
a.m. TV. I mean, you know.
Oh, sorry, 10 a.m. You've up, you had your coffee, and your meth, or who knows what. So yeah, we're all adults here.
So you live in New York City now, but you're from New Orleans.
Yeah, wow, well done. You read my
And-
Grinder bio.
again, like he said, like not playing by their rules, playing by his own rules, and it's just so much fun to see people who are so buttoned up get very uncomfortable on camera,
Yeah.
and they don't know what to do. And you just love to see that. Because, like, in your own life, you want to see your boss uncomfortable.
I mean,
you
he's
want to
for
see
whatever
people
it's
who are buttoned up, like, uncomfortable.
I have nothing to. Do you know what I mean? I'm not especially ambitious in this job. I married well. I talk about this all the time. But so I'm not snowing him. I'm not waxing his canoe when I say this. But this kid is a fucking surgeon.
Oh, geez.
You know what I mean?
Come
when
on.
it comes to, I really do. I think you're incredibly good at this.
Oh, thanks. Well, this was not anything to write home about. It was just awkward. You know, it was like a Michael Scott moment. She was like a Katie Couric type lady, and she's like, "So what do you do?" I'm like, queefing. You ever
You
smell
didn't
your
say
own
queef.
foot?
She
I
also
did.
wanted to laugh.
You said queef?
Yeah.
She
On
wanted to
Cleveland
laugh
Public
so
Television?
bad.
Exactly. At 8 a.m. Yeah.
You dropped a queef, and they didn't know to censor it.
They couldn't, and the crew was going, and that kept me going.
Is queef censorable? Would one
I think
censor
it's a medical
queef?
I
term.
think it was like
It is. I promise you, there will not. You're not going to go into an ER and be like, look at someone's chart and it's like excessive queefing
At
or-
8 in the morning?
At 8.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Someone was eating
Kept it
breakfast
in.
and they're like, what?
They kept it in.
Wow.
Wait,
No,
they
that's
they
amazing.
actually aired that?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
amazing.
Yeah, that's why. Why do you think Owen's like his eyes are shining? Look at him.
Wow.
Such a great
Thank you, man. Thank you. It helped. My
Credit to
girlfriend
you,
didn't
man.
like it.
That's amazing.
Why?
Really.
Was it in reference to her?
No, I was getting pretty chummy with the lady.
Oh, did you grab her tit? What happened?
No, I was flirting. I was like, oh well, I have a boner right now, and she's like, Jesus.
You
Christ.
did not say you had a boner on
said I'm a
8
little
a.m.
hard.
Cleveland. I'm a little hard.
Did you just recently move in with
I
a
bought
lovely lady?
I bought a place. I moved in with a lady, an Alexa.
Oh,
finally got
Alexa
one.
is your lady. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, she keeps track of everything, and she gets mad when I talk to Siri.
Oh.
But yeah. Bought my place. I own a piece of the Rock in Manhattan. It's the only thing my parents have been proud of that I've done. I've done the Tonight Show, Conan, Colbert, Comedy Central, but when I bought my apartment, that's when they actually started answering my phone calls. But hey, that's why I'm a comedian, because I got to get love somewhere. Whoops, sorry, is that a Me Too? All right.
I can handle it. So, but for you, you're young. So getting into this business
Black
and
don't crack.
getting into this business and
I'm 35, not that young. But, not on the Viagra yet. Or am I? Who knows? I like to snort it. Kicks in quicker.
Oh boy, I think that's my cue to just wrap
Oh,
this
is that
up.
it?
Yeah.
I mean, you're also a comic,
Exactly.
not like a politician. What the
At
fuck do you
8 in the
expect?
That's what I'm saying.
morning.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I mean, if I saw that,
I'll
my
send you the
God.
link.
I love
Oh, we're
it.
going to include it in
sure.
the episode.
Oh,
I feel like
great.
you can't. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You can't talk about it this much and not
Perfect.
have it in there.
And we're still friends to this day. That she has Bobby Lee on. She has Segura on. She knows what she's
cool.
doing. Yeah.
Was that like the first time, comedians do that now, is like go on and be awkward
Yeah.
on television? Were you like first, or like Bill Burr kind of like disrupts a lot?
Probably Bill Burr, Burt
But he's
Kreischer.
angry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like,
true.
You don't know what's going to
You're
work. You're
like-
shooting out jokes. Sometimes
Sure.
the jokes, they don't like them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then, and then they get really mad.
That's
Oh, yeah.
most of the time.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, she was cool. This lady deserves all the credit. I forgot her name, but she was a pro. She played the straight person and nailed it. And I
That's
got to
very
be the
cool.
goofball.
It's very cool.
You ever
She
been
should
banned from
get a
TV? Any TV?
I fucked up in Portland, Oregon, so bad that they stopped doing comedians on the news.
Oh, we love this.
Yeah,
What?
so I
No.
helped
Okay.
everybody.
So let's hear it. What?
I made
I
a
was gonna
Holocaust joke.
Oh, good boy.
They were doing a cooking segment before me, of course, and I said something oven Holocaust,
Oh,
and they
boy.
were like,
No, Roseanne got fucked for that. She did a thing where she dressed as Hitler and pulled little
Oh,
burnt
I remember
gingerbread
that.
men out of an oven.
that was a
Oh yeah.
classic.
I mean, it's not in great taste, but I mean, but that isn't the job.
Right.
The job isn't like go out
Exactly.
there and model good taste for people.
Yes.
I mean,
You know what
how
I mean?
how can you get offended by a comic? Like that's
Well.
legitimately what you do. I'm sure it happens all the time.
Preach to the choir.
I mean, there's some degree to which like it has to be probing, and you have to like you can throw a big pass and it doesn't get caught. Like that doesn't mean that you just like you only run the ball from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're taking swings. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
have
Like,
to take a swing.
Yeah, so are we for sure.
yeah, but I feel like, we're just like you're putting a lot of work into it, and you're perfecting your swings. We're literally just off. Like, I think this
Yeah.
is funny. I'm going to say it,
Yeah.
and your audience is whoever's next to you. And if they don't like it,
we certainly sucked for years.
You got to.
Yeah.
It was like brutal lifestyle. Also working as hard as you can and just being fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
And then like as soon as you are not the worst, feels great. And then it's just a long road ahead regardless.
And making like flavor combinations that are that end up tasting terrible. I'm sure that happens at some point.
Of course.
Yeah. No, I mean there's every single person that has that has done this for a long time. Like they will tell you that you're just terrible. Like there's no way that you start and you're like, oh, I'm really good. Like no,
For sure. You should see me. I mean, chopping anything I cut just looks like it was done by like an epileptic child.
Thank God you're not a moil.
Hey!
You know who else takes some
Won't be
swings?
long before they said the red eye.
You know who else takes some swings? Chris Brown. All right.
I mean,
I'll see you guys in hell.
is that? Is he into the lifestyle? Is that what you mean by
beat up,
swing? I know.
beat up-
I know exactly what you're talking
It's
about.
an old reference. I gotta get a little more dated. How about that Ricky Martin, huh?
Hey! What do you think? Okay, Ricky Martin was accused of
Doing a lot of dirty things with his cousin.
with
Or
his nephew, and it turns out that the nephew like has his own sort of like mental health stuff, right? So and had like other lawsuits going at other
you heard
people.
this?
Like it just seemed like he was in a manic litigious phase. Period. But apparently he was the kid was saying that Ricky Martin not only fucked him, but was like sort of stalking him. Right, that there was like
Made
some
him listen
kind
to
of
his new album.
How dare you? He bangs. My point is that. So, I mean, I'm just putting that out into the universe. What do you think of that?
Well, if you're talking incest, I am from Louisiana. But the best part about incest is you've already met the parents.
Okay. Do you know what I love about you? Everything. Do you know what? Yeah.
boy.
What is the best part about incest? Do you know what it is? I love naughty sex.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Am I the only one who loves it naughty?
No.
Have you ever fucked a person in the clergy?
Okay.
A little
I
boy.
mean, wild swing. there.
I have 2 ministers.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow,
done.
that's
Thank
very
you.
that's
Thank you
very
very much.
commendable.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
broke them.
Wow. Good for you, man.
But that
Yeah.
crucifix
What did you
right
do
up
with your
there.
20s?
I'm 28, so
God damn you, Raph.
I'm not done with my horrendous youth.
Yeah.
Good for
I'm
you.
very excited to see what the next
There's a
2
priest
years.
in your future.
Oh, 100%.
Wait a second, Chef
100%.
Raph. Do you have? Is that? Look at you. You have merch on your head.
I do. I wasn't able to get a haircut, and I left my hair product in Vegas, and I woke up really late.
But it's your Instagram handle, Chef Raph
It is.
NYC.
It is my hat.
That's
It
a
is my
smart
hat.
fucking thing
Yeah,
to do.
man.
Listen.
Yeah, man. We're doing merch now.
What do you? How do you?
Yeah.
How do you feel about like self promotion and
You gotta
merchiness?
do it.
What are you selling?
Do it up.
Yeah. What do you sell?
Other than your whiskey.
Yeah,
what
you
are you
have
selling?
I have
Bodega
a-
Cat
oh, you have
whiskey
a
is coming
whiskey?
out.
It's
got
coming
whiskey?
out. Much like
What is
him.
it called?
It's called Bodega Cat.
That's
Super smart.
incredible.
Yeah, like the cat, that sits on the bread.
No.
Yeah, that's what it's named after.
Is that the logo? Is
Yeah.
a cat sitting on bread?
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
All right. When you make merch, please allow us to get it.
Of course, of course.
That's amazing.
I'd love
Okay.
for you to get it, so it'll be on my website.
He's selling it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, we can do a trade or whatever.
Oh, we'll give you a bottle for sure. Just keep the pasta coming.
Seriously? Look at you. You got almost done with your
I'm
second
not done
plate.
yet, Fatty.
I love you
Hang tight.
so much.
I can't believe you had 2 bowls.
I love him.
Oh yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah, he said, "Watch me do it." I came here, so I gave blood. I didn't like give blood. I'm not generous, and also I'm gay, and my blood is pollute. But they, do you know what I mean? It's like literally full of like, there's cum in my blood.
East River.
Right? Like people just literally come in my open veins. So
Guilty.
but they were testing my blood for a range of things, and they took 8 vials of blood, and I've never given that much blood, and I went straight to the gym where I get trained by an Olympic lifter, and I came here like I'm eating this. I'm not just like casually enjoying it. I'm also eating it, and he was like, "Watch me." He's like, I'm going to scare you with how I eat this.
I can eat.
And then look at him. He's actually done it.
Yeah, you're doing major work over there.
Oh, thank you.
It's also like super casual. Like people that eat a lot of food is usually gross. Like you're just sitting there like politely, just let me have another noodle.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It
You
really
just don't
is.
stop. Yeah.
Montreal's this week. Why don't you go?
I've done it. I'd rather go make some money.
Yeah.
Make money, Mark.
Yeah, I'm
Makes
done with the
sense.
festivals. I don't really get it. The festival is to find a manager or an agent or get discovered. Who needs it?
I don't think
I think
Montreal
the
will ever
gatekeepers are
have me.
dying.
So
Oh,
you
really?
don't
Not
get
after what
paid
I
at
did.
all?
What'd you do? What did you do?
So you don't get paid at all at festivals?
Oh,
No, not really.
oh, I forgot.
The big guys do, like a famous guy. But guys like us, they're just like, yeah, come out there. We'll give you $1,000. We'll put you up.
Yeah.
And it's fun. You get drunk. You hang out with comics, and that's great. But you can make a ton on the road.
Right.
You smarty pants. What
How
are
do
you
you guys-
saving for?
I don't know.
Are you Leno minded? Where he was like,
Yes,
I'm always
I have that.
Jay Leno always said that like he was afraid that he would one day like everything would dry up and he would be poor again. So he apparently the rumor I had heard was that he didn't spend a cent of what he made on television. He only spent what he made
On the road.
On the road,
Yeah.
right?
That's true.
Wow, that's smart.
Right. So, but do you have that fear that like that the money will
Dane
just
Cook, he was the biggest guy on the planet. Then
yeah he
now
got
where is
fucked.
he? He's waiting here.
I mean, I feel like it could be one more Cleveland fucking morning show, and
Yeah.
that'll be it, man.
Yeah, look at Louis. He was the king.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
but those
I mean,
guys, they still have money.
They
They're
still
fine.
yeah. I mean like none
Dane
of them.
doesn't have the money he had because his brother took it all.
His
but-
brother, yeah, he got fucked.
How did that happen?
Lube. And
Oh, right,
no, his brother. It was like fake investment. Just
He let his brother handle the
Goddamn.
books.
Yeah.
NFTs.
That's brutal. I mean,
Thank you for NFTs.
my brother kind of does take care of that for us. So
keep an eye on your brother, Hooker.
please don't fuck us. I
Checks
know
and
you're in Vegas
balances.
right now.
Yeah,
Relax.
Your brother's in Vegas and he's handling your books.
Yeah, he stayed in Vegas. We all have access to the company card, so
Okay.
it's the way of the road.
It's the way of the road.
At least he's having fun. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's also different. Like I think it's a different game. Like Dane Cook, he skyrocketed, right?
Yeah.
Like very
Huge.
quickly. Tourgasm, HBO contracts,
Tourgasm.
like rom-coms.
Movies, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it looked like he never even had a chance to take a shower before going on stage.
Boy!
Like, he just-
Do you know,
Yeah.
I call his brand of comedy dick dangling, and like I think that like it is entirely predicated on like a homoeroticism that's in constant suggestion. That's how that absolutely like if he wasn't low key seducing frat boys, he would have nothing. He would have nothing at all. He would have nothing at all. I know that.
Allegedly.
No, it's a for sure. Dane Cook was dick dangling for frat guys who were like, no, I don't love you. I just Dane Cook. I would for Dane Cook. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's that. It's that.
I'm conflicted because like,
I'm a Carrot Top man.
I'm a carrot bottom.
Sorry, what was that?
a vegan comedian with the Carrot Top, but
Ah.
Dane Cook, it's like was my introduction to like stand up along with George Carlin. So like
Mm.
Dane Cook like got me into like following stand up comedians, and
Oh,
then George
wow.
Carlin kind of showed me like how far it can actually go.
Right.
You know, like Dane Cook was everywhere, so it's like the access point, and then you're like, oh my god, this is amazing, and then you check out George Carlin, you're like, oh, okay, this is a philosopher. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And then there's all the in-betweens, and then it just went from there. So I always got to, like, you know, be a little humble and be like, thank you, Dane Cook, for introducing me.
Oh, I
to
wasn't.
stand-up
I've never been a
comedy,
cunt about Dane Cook. He had a bit that was called "I Did My Best."
Hmm.
That was like that about getting like the weeps, like getting really weepy, getting like crying fits, and like how you just like once you start crying, you start rehearsing, like you repeat a line to yourself, like "I did my best, I did my best," and then you just keep crying, and then you call your mother, and like,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Okay, Mom, I'm having a date." She's like, "Well, you did your best. I did my best," and like it's such a good bit. It's such a
Yeah.
good bit.
He was a good comic.
Yeah.
He just became a punchline.
Yeah.
Cool to hate.
Who would you pay to see?
Ooh, good question. Well, Cosby would be interesting.
Wild!
I don't-
Aren't you wild?
I don't sleep well, but no, I don't know. Let's see. I just saw Sebastian, and I'm not a big Sebastian guy, but I went and saw him at the Garden, and it was amazing. It was like blew me away. It's not like my cup of jizz, but I got it. I was laughing. I get it now.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the thing? Play arenas like they're small rooms and play small rooms like they're arenas. Have you ever
I
heard
don't know
that?
That's good.
How did it fit? How did that?
I was in the
feel
back
within
row in a box with Sal Volcano, and we were howling and having a good
I
time,
love
drinking
that.
beers. Yeah,
I
it was
love
fun.
that.
Rosebud.
I've opened for him a couple of times. He's doing he's funny.
Really?
He's doing like a slow dice. When he was at Gotham.
Yeah, slow dice.
When he was at Gotham is when I opened
right.
for him. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, he's good. He's good. He's funny.
Mulaney's
Clear.
new hours seems to be pretty fun.
Whose?
Mulaney's, because he went to
Okay,
rehab.
that's right.
And now he's talking about it.
Okay.
And he was the buttoned-up, clean-cut, cute guy.
Yeah.
And now he's a fucking
With
animal
like a
doing
low
blow.
key, yeah.
You know, fucking Olivia Munn. So he's a different comic. So I wouldn't mind seeing that hour.
That's turn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Big turn.
I really hope to be there one day.
What? On the other side of fucking Olivia Munn on coke?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
I would hate it.
That's not. Oh, yeah. Well, there's obviously there is a Olivia Munn for you.
Is there
Has
an Olivia Munn for me?
who would
Do you know
say
what I
that
mean?
is?
That feels like my children's book. And Olivia, it's who is my Olivia Munn?
We talking Ricky Martin again?
I mean, he's gorgeous and everything.
He's a
but,
handsome.
You know, I think like if I were to just have a one-off sexually, it would be based on like how fucking psychotic they are. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Rasputin.
Like
Absolutely
it's
love
not
that.
enough for them to be beautiful. It's not enough for them to be pretty. I need that Rasputin.
14-inch
There
dong.
you go. Yeah. Have you seen it?
I have.
Yeah.
It's on my wall.
No, it's in an Icelandic museum.
so-
Rasputin's dick.
Yeah.
It's
Wait, are you
forever.
serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's in a jar.
Huge. Thick.
Look it up. It's online. I'll pull it up for you.
Definitely going to.
It's in
I mean,
glass.
the Russians are never known for lying.
Good one.
No, who would it be? Who do you have one? I'm like just curious. Like a celebrity. Celebrity crush doesn't necessarily appeal to me because it's a little too polished for me. It's like,
Aha.
do you know what I mean? It's like some weird guy who's like in gym shorts and like a piece of his nuts are out on the fucking 3 train.
Oh, that's hot.
Do you know what I mean? Like a
Yes.
little scrotum. Like thinks I don't see it, but I've like written it on my body.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are we saying the scrotum is little, or you see a little?
You just get some bubble gum.
Got you. Mm-hmm. Sitting on gum.
Yeah.
Sitting on gum.
Who was the one that said that?
What?
I think Gandhi.
It was
Yeah.
Gandhi.
Yeah.
It was
Yep.
Gandhi. Do you
Yep.
see
That was
how
what I
good
was
he
thinking.
is?
Yeah.
Have you been this entire time thinking about the female you'd bang? Because you'd bang.
No,
anything.
no, the celebrities.
I know.
Here's the thing, though. When I think about the celebrities, I'm like, they're actresses. It's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a very
I
unhappy
agree.
nightmare.
I agree.
Like, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
How about a porn star? Let's.
Oh, that's a good
let's
one.
Move to that.
Yeah, Peter North.
God, but you know about his gay?
What?
Oh, Mark Norman. I get to give Mark Norman a porn education.
Could you really handle that though?
No. That's a lot of semen.
I'm not
Oh, I
gonna-
love all that.
I'm not gonna ask Mehran.
Of course I would. Are you kidding me?
He'd fuck Mr. Ed.
Right.
Come on.
Hello, man. But no, Peter North did a bunch of gay porn.
What?
It paid exponentially more.
Sure.
Exponentially more. And there's one called The Bigger the Better, which is it's like a Big Business with Bette Midler, except it's about giant dicks.
Oh wow,
Right.
that might be the gayest sentence on the
Right.
planet.
And he gets fucking plowed
Yeah.
by one of the biggest dicks to ever happen in porn. Period.
Really?
Like straight. It's just like the piano, like no joke.
Right.
Right. That.
Wow.
And he takes it in the can, daddy.
Wow. Do you guys do a top bottom sitch, or are you guys all over the
They're
road?
not gay, you monster.
Oh, I thought they were together.
No.
Oh.
You are so weird to
I
think
thought
that
they
they're
were-
gay.
Wait a
That's
minute.
fake gay.
Listen,
What about
Oh,
let's not rule it out.
comedian?
Huh?
Comedian. What comedian would you say?
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, let's roll
Probably
the
gonna
dice.
say Cosby again. I'm
No, you don't have to say Cosby. That's the best part. So- you just get it.
Well, you know who likes jizz is Roseanne. She runs a nut farm.
I hate you. I hate you for that. I love him. Who?
Comedian.
Who? I would say Michelle Wolf for the pillow talk. No, I love her so. You know I love her.
I know you do.
Right?
You love
It's
her.
like my everything. Male comedians, female comedians. It's weird because you guys really can't say that, right?
Yeah.
Because when guys say something like that,
Yep.
it's like it just apparently, you know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
casts a pall.
I can talk
over-
about all the guys I want to bang that are comedians.
You would never bet if there were a dick in your face, you would laugh. Do you know what I mean? Where I would
Doing it right
commune
now,
with my
literally.
God. Do you know what I mean? It's just two very different things. I
So-
love it.
So is that a thing? Because like we certainly find chefs very sexy. I mean, you're like working with them, watching them in their element, and then immediately after work, they're so hot. Like they're wearing whites at work, it's like, whatever. And then they're wearing like the tight jeans, whatever. You're like, fuck, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Really?
Does that carry over in comedy?
No.
I mean, I guess they're wearing regular clothes. So.
Yeah, the whole
It's
time.
just something that's so hot about you see a woman and like she's not like bad looking, but then you see her in her street clothes.
That is
You're like,
hot.
I used to
wow.
be obsessed with Gulman, like 15 years ago.
Really?
Like
Gary?
100. Yeah, he's Boston.
Sure.
Boston,
He's a
right?
hunk.
College athlete, why not?
Yeah, and look, like tall as a tree. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
He's the guy
In
from,
great
The
shape.
Joker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's one of the best. Like he's very,
I've seen his
very
reel,
good at our
the
job.
nickel one, the nickel bit. And
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Great writer.
Like Chobani, the yogurt bit, it was something about like finding money in his clothes and like
Yeah,
what the right is that the bit?
The Bill
Sorry.
Gates, yeah.
Bill
when
Gates
Bill
would never
Gates
have
had
that
the
feeling.
Love that bit.
Great
Like
bit.
he has made me howl. He has absolutely made me howl. And he's tall as a tree and he's such a handsome, like
Jew.
well put together Jew
Yeah.
fellow. Clean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nipples.
I did not know
Hands.
that was a thing until recently. That
What?
women like Jewish men. Like,
Is that right?
I did not know. I did not know.
I didn't know that either. I don't like him.
Yeah.
But
Right. Yeah, no, I like recently was told that being a Jewish man was sexy. It's
Oh.
like, you are incorrect.
Oh, Garden Schwartz. Garden Schwartz.
But I'll
yeah,
take
he's
it.
a hunk too.
It's like, oh man, the fucking hair that goes down. Oh, it's beautiful. The weird suits and the crazy hats.
They don't all have
And their
Hasidic
and their
curls.
money.
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
very.
fuck. That's
Not
what
all
it is.
Jews are rich.
That's what it is.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it's true.
They're good at contracts.
I can attest to that.
Jew?
I'm Jewish.
There you
You're
go.
Jewish.
I am.
He's
I am.
pretty. You're pretty in that way. I hope
Yeah.
you know that. But here's the
All
thing.
right.
But it's exactly that. You can't just tell someone that you're going to work with all the time that you like find them magnetic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's an unfair burden to put on the other person. Given that you have to, like, I'm going to see this person next week, and I can't just constantly make him feel predated upon.
I cannot wait to
Do you know
see
what I mean?
next week.
But wait till you see. Wait till you see. I have like stirrups.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Speculum.
I can't think of for comedy, but I
Speculum.
mean, would you ever marry a comedian?
Yeah, I think so.
What does your fiance do?
Sales, kind of boring shit.
I think it needs to kind of be two different sides of the tracks. I think.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
do it. Tom
Huh?
Cotter and Carrie Louise.
Sure.
Rich Voss,
I was gonna say Voss.
Joe
Voss and-
List.
Yeah.
Joe List.
Joe List. Hannigan
Tom
and
Segura too,
Vecchione.
right?
Segura, yeah.
What did you just say?
Hannigan and Vecchione.
Oh, all right. I thought you said Hannah Berner and Dez.
Yeah.
Hannah Berner and Dez, Alex Edelman, and the Hacks
Yeah.
girl. Why can't I think of her
I
name?
know who you're talking about.
I mean, we were talking about like a couple episodes ago how it's like really tough to date somebody that doesn't like work the same hours that you work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like for us to date like a woman that works from 9 to 5, it's like we're
That's
sometimes
impossible.
sleeping at that time.
Sure.
Like, we are weird in the sense that we like to work through the night. Just 'cause
Yeah.
It's
Same.
kind of like a vampire situation.
Yeah.
It's also sexy too, vampires.
Yeah.
Vampires are sexy, so you do like
Right.
LA.
I am a Jewish. I am a Jewish vampire. I think it's first of all time.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah? That blood better be kosher.
That's what I'm
Seriously.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
I want to keep your blood away from the milk.
There it was.
Wild. I just
Yeah,
think it's wild.
we've truly gone down a rabbit hole.
No. But like at
Yeah.
the end of the day, anyone who has ambition has to ultimately couple with someone who accommodates that ambition, or
Yeah.
it's not going to
Very
work.
true, very
Period.
true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I could not agree more.
especially if it's like an odd hours ambitious gig. You know what I mean?
Right.
Weekends. I now don't work weekends. My husband, he works like literally 7 in the morning until midnight.
Wow.
All the fucking time. He just keeps taking contracts. God bless him. But like, but Friday and Saturday nights are his only night off.
Oh.
Or his only
sucks
nights
for
off.
you.
No, I'm fine with it.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
You taking off.
Fine. Amateur hour? No, thank you.
Right.
Amateur, like I find weekends to be amateur night.
point.
And I want nothing to do with them. Love working Monday through. You know what I mean?
I hear ya.
Sunday through Thursday, love it,
Yeah.
love it.
There you go.
But still, but it doesn't necessarily. You have to. But if that wiggle room, if that accommodation, if that adjustment isn't there, fucked.
I don't know how the dudes do it, but with gals, they're like, "It's so sexy, you're a comedian. I love that you're a comedian." And then 2 weeks into dating them, they're like, "Again? You're going up? You getting on stage?" You're like, "Yes, that's what I do, whore.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?" You know that. You like that about me. And then when I go to work, they're like, "Oh, what about dinner? What about the party?"
I think everybody wants to, right?
think
Like
wasn't
cuff
your bit?
someone.
Well, they like you on
About the
stage. You're
Dominican
commanding a
Republic.
room, and you're very
Of like
commanding. You're killing,
It
and
is
then
alpha
and then they
ish,
see
right?
you eating off a
I know
plate
what you're
that
talking
isn't
about.
yours, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Right? And it's that thing, it kind of circles back to what we were talking about earlier. It's like once they like you, you want to keep them liking you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh,
But what
yeah.
they liked about you was the fact that you were willing to do
so
things.
I
that
heard
were
this. I used to
unlikable.
hear this from the older comedians. Never let them see you bomb.
You got that right.
Really?
Never.
I mean-
They
It's a
will.
flaccid dick. You know? You don't want to show off that flaccid. Mine's no picnic. I got an acorn sitting on a bush over
There's
here.
no way that's true. You're so lean.
I'm decent hard, but flaccid, it's a
No,
nightmare.
Mine is absolutely. It's a button on a fur coat.
Yeah, exactly. I got a scared turtle.
That's my boy.
I just always use the casino reference for relationships.
Let's plug some stuff and,
Like,
and not keep Mark here all day.
Plug
Wait, I want to
me.
hear this
Plug me.
this
Go ahead.
casino
Oh,
quote.
just like with like all the mismatching of like personalities, or like, does she work a 9 to 5? Does he work a 9 to 5? It's like in casino, he just goes like, you gotta trust them absolutely, or why do it at all? And
That's
it's
right.
like, just make sure they're not Sharon Stone at their peak and just want to outrun you.
No,
and bang your
absolutely.
best friend.
That's
Yeah.
absolutely right. No, and trust is basically everything.
Yeah.
It really
The
is.
keys, and that's it. And
Do
then
you trust
right
your-
into the desert.
Oh, yeah.
You trust your broad?
Oh, yeah.
She trusts
yeah, she's
you?
in a wheelchair. I mean, it's
That
pretty.
honestly-
She can't
Where's
get
she
anywhere.
gonna
yeah,
go?
put a broomstick in the wheel. You know.
It's called leverage.
Yeah.
Business
Literally.
dynamics.
I mean, don't get me started on stairs. But yeah.
I'm sorry. No, that really. It's because I'm hot. I have the pasta sweats right now.
Yeah, same. I got a turtle head cooking.
That's my boy. Because you
yeah.
pushed it out. You ate so much.
I know. I'm in pain.
Like you ate more than one digestive tract can
Dude,
accommodate.
That seriously was a lot of food.
Thank you.
Finally, there was a guest that took the show
They
seriously.
ate everything.
Hell
Ate
yeah.
the food properly, and I'm so happy to have you, man.
Hey, I'm happy to. It's an honor. The food was delicious, and thanks for making it.
You're the most
course.
wonderful person, Mark. What
Oh,
are we?
jeez.
Do we have to promote anything?
Nah.
Your stuff. You want the new podcast? Your podcast? You want to plug any of that
Sure,
stuff?
we might be drunk. Tuesdays of Stories all over the road. Check out my special on YouTube, Out to Lunch. And we're out to lunch. And thanks for having me, Queefs.
You're the best. You
Hey,
bring it in.
I'm Kevin Hart.
on. Praise Allah.
Oh, what? I'm on all the gay hookup sites. I sometimes just on the street. Do you know what I mean? Trousers
Sure.
on, trousers off. One sock, two socks.
Do you have a favorite subway stop you like to hook up at, or
Delancey. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
oh yeah,
Because
that's a good
it's
one.
it's
That is
a
a
it's a
dangerous
bit
one.
it's
Yeah.
a long it's 4 lanes you have to cross to get away from me.
Now, is there some gay code that you could share with us that we don't know about? Like a tap on the floor?
The
or
one fanning himself with an industrial sized fan is a faggot.
Ooh, all right. I think Confucius said
There
that.
it is. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, Nietzschean.
So yeah, we are we started officially Something Good Hospitality. We are actually going to cook for Mark next week. He also does not know that yet.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, so Something Good Hospitality, we are doing a bunch of events coming up. You can see them on our Instagram, somethinggood.nyc, and on mine, Chef Raph NYC, Instagram as well. Yeah, we are trying to take over the fucking world. So
Hell yeah.
let's do it, man.
this is the Cheat Day Show. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, and then Owen Lockwell on Instagram, and I'm part of Something Good Hospitality as well. And I agree. Take over.
I want to hear more about this secret event.
Yeah, I don't know.
This secret event, yeah. So it's going to be in Cleveland. It is.
Morning show?
Yeah, it's gonna be a morning show. We're just gonna continue to throw food at you,
Please.
and then you will be commenting
it.
on it.
Just gonna hire heavyset women to queef into custards.
Exactly.
Oh.
Different
And
custards.
We'll be
Custard.
definitely be consulting with Mehran.
All right.
The type of food that is the most sexual, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And yeah,
Bring it on.
maybe we'll do a pop up in Delancey Street.
Pop,
someday.
pop up.
Why not?
Pop up. Pop on up.
Amazing.
Pop on up.
This is the Cheat Day Show. You can find us at The Cheat Day Show on all platforms, thecheatdayshow.com. I'm Ryan Reiss, RR Comedy on Instagram. Cheat well, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Hey. All right. What an app. What an app.
Why my knees?
A lot of laughs.
Thanks for listening to the Cheat Day Show podcast. To learn more about our show, the hosts, the comedians, our guests, our chefs, and more, visit our website, thecheatdayshow.com. Also, follow along with us on our social media at The Cheat Day Show on Instagram and Twitter. Future episodes can be found in all the places you get your favorite podcast. Our show is also sponsored by the world-famous Comedy Cellar on McDougal Street in New York City's Greenwich Village. Visit ComedyCellar.com for show lineups happening 7 days a week. Later, cheaters.